Okay, so I've made my countertops and I'm getting ready to clear coat these with a two-part glaze coat. Here's the stuff. This is basically, I got this at Home Depot. It's basically a two-part mix. I've used this stuff before. It works really well. A couple things, you can't mix it in big heavy batches because it dries super quickly. Even in small batches, you have about 6 minutes of work time with it. You got to get it on. So what I've done is these tables have been perfectly leveled, and so they're level in all directions because I'm going to mix this up in a bucket, and then I'm going to pour it over the whole top of the whole thing, and use a squeegee and a brush to try to get everything coated. It is going to drip, so one thing to keep in mind if you're doing this, do it in a place where you don't care if there's drips and stuff. Ideally, it'd be better if I was doing this indoors so that there wouldn't be dust and other stuff. I don't have that luxury. I don't have an indoor place to do it. So I'm gonna do it here and hope I don't get any bugs or anything that lands on it. All right, well, let's do it. So I'm mixing this up according to the instructions. I believe this is a 1-to-1 ratio. And again, you've got a very short window in which to work with, so you want to mix up smaller batches, but enough to cover the entire countertop in one pour. Stir it quick, pour it directly from the bucket, spread it as much as possible, then use the squeegee to spread it even more and try to get it everywhere. The brush will then be followed up to get edges and little areas. I'm also going to use the brush underneath to help try to eliminate drips, because any drips will have to be sanded later. If you notice the bottom right corner, there's a hole. That's for the faucet. You want to pre-drill that because drilling through the epoxy, you run the risk of having it crack. Next thing I'm going to do is take a heat gun and blow over the whole thing. A hairdryer will work as well. That'll help eliminate any bubbles in it. And then again, back with the brush to get rid of any of the drips. And now, I'm going to let that harden. And I should have gotten 2 buckets. I only got 1. So I'll do the other one later after this hards and crusts and I can clean out the bucket. I want to see how this one comes out. But that's basically it. And so this is what the finished countertop looks like installed. I'm actually happy with how this came out. Actually, this sink was part of a 2-basin sink that I cut in half that I salvaged out of my house when I replaced the sink with a 1 single basin sink. So this actually was kind of nice. It was all salvaged, and I like this. It came out smooth, looks good. Still got to do the trim around the windows and stuff, but overall I'm happy with it.